a distant look in your eyes, rapid breathing, and strange behavior. These may be the first signs that your pet is not well. The truth is that, just like us, animals also feel stress, and this can affect their health and well-being. Did you know that small details in everyday life can reveal the emotional state of your furry friend? Imagine a dog that used to love to play, but now avoids even your company, or a cat that hides in unusual places, far from everyone. What could these behaviors mean? The connection between stress and your pet's health is stronger than you might think. What if you could identify these signs before it was too late? Be alert, because recognizing these signs can make all the difference in your faithful companion's life. Every movement, every sound, every change in attitude can tell a story. What could your pet be trying to tell you? Be sure to observe and understand. Get ready, because the next few minutes could reveal valuable information that could save your pet's life. Let's unravel these signs together and ensure that your friend is always happy and healthy. Changes in behavior. When we talk about changes in our pet's behavior, it is essential to be attentive to any signs that may indicate that something is not right. A pet that was previously playful and sociable may start to show more aggression, or, on the contrary, show apathy. These changes may be subtle, but it is important not to ignore them. Sometimes, a simple lack of interest in playing or interacting can be a sign that the animal is experiencing stress or emotional discomfort. In addition to mood changes, isolation also deserves attention. If your pet starts to distance itself from the family, this may be an indication that it is not feeling well. Isolation can be a defense mechanism, a way of dealing with anxiety or fear. It is essential to observe whether this behavior is temporary or if it becomes a pattern, as this can help identify there is an underlying cause that needs to be treated. Another aspect to observe is the animal's reactions to different stimuli. A pet that used to be calm may start to overreact to noises or changes in the environment. This may indicate that your pet is feeling threatened or insecure. Creating a safe and stable environment for your pet can make all the difference and help minimize these behaviors. It is important to remember that changes in behavior can be caused by several factors, such as changes in the home routine, the arrival of a new family member, or even changes in the animal's health. Therefore, it is always good to be aware of the context in which these changes occur. Keeping a behavior diary can be a great strategy to record these signs and discuss them with a veterinarian, if necessary. Finally, if you notice any significant changes in your pet's behavior, it is always a good idea to seek professional help. A veterinarian can offer guidance and help you understand whether the changes are linked to health problems or if they are just a passing phase. The important thing is to act with care and attention. Changes in appetite. Changes in your pet's appetite are another important sign to watch out for. Just like us, pets can go through periods when they aren't very hungry. A sudden loss of appetite can be an indication that something is wrong, whether it's a health issue or stress. If your pet is eating less than usual, it's worth investigating further what might be causing this change. On the other hand, some pets may start overeating as a way to cope with anxiety. This compulsive eating can lead to long-term health problems, such as obesity and diabetes. So, if you notice that your pet is devouring food in an uncontrolled manner, it's important to look for what might be behind this behavior. Sometimes, a simple change in the environment can trigger this type of reaction. The quality of the food should also be considered. Changes in appetite can be linked to the type of food or food you offer. If you've recently changed your pet's diet, he or she may not like the new taste or texture. In this case, it is worth going back to what he was used to or trying a new option that may please him more. In addition, changes in appetite may be accompanied by other physical signs, such as weight loss or changes in fur. A more in-depth analysis can help identify whether the problem is merely behavioral or related to a health condition that needs to be treated. Consulting a veterinarian is essential to ensure that your pet is healthy. Finally, Patience and careful observation are essential. Changes in appetite should not be ignored, as they may be a reflection of something more serious. Creating a feeding routine and maintaining a calm environment can help restore normal eating habits to your pet. Excessive licking. The behavior of excessive licking of parts of the body is a sign that should not be underestimated. When an animal begins to lick itself compulsively, it can be an indication of anxiety or stress. Licking can become a coping mechanism, a way to relieve accumulated tension. Therefore, observing this behavior is crucial to understanding what is happening to your pet. This excessive licking can cause physical problems, such as wounds or skin irritations. Often, the act of licking itself causes more discomfort and pain, creating a vicious cycle that can be difficult to break. If you notice that your animal is licking itself excessively, it is important to seek guidance to prevent the situation from getting worse. In addition to physical health, the animal's emotional state should be taken into account. A pet that licks excessively may be trying to comfort itself in a situation that makes it nervous or insecure. Identifying the causes of stress, whether it be a change in the environment, the presence of other animals, or even family issues, is essential to help your friend feel more secure. Intervention may include creating a calmer and more welcoming environment, as well as relaxation or distraction techniques. Games, walks and activities that stimulate your pet's mind can be great ways to reduce anxiety and, consequently, excessive licking. Each animal is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. Finally, if the behavior persists, it may be necessary to consult a veterinarian or an animal behavior specialist. They will be able to provide specific strategies and, if necessary, indicate treatments that help alleviate your pet's anxiety. The important thing is to act in time to ensure that your friend's physical and emotional health is always up to date. Excessive vocalization. Excessive vocalization is another aspect that can draw the attention of owners. If your dog starts barking disproportionately or your cat starts meowing incessantly, this may be a sign that something is wrong. Animal communication is natural, but when this behavior intensifies, it can indicate stress, pain, or even loneliness. Paying attention to these changes is essential for your pet's well-being. It is interesting to note that different animals have different ways of communicating. A dog may bark to get attention, while a cat may meow to express discomfort. Therefore, understanding the context of the vocalization is essential. If your pet usually vocalizes less and suddenly starts doing it frequently, it is important to investigate what may be motivating this change. Loneliness is one of the most common causes of excessive vocalization. Animals that spend a lot of time alone may feel abandoned and, as a way of expressing this distress, begin to bark or meow incessantly. Creating a stimulating environment with toys and activities that keep your pet occupied can help minimize the need to vocalize. In addition, excessive vocalization can be a reflection of physical pain or discomfort. If you notice that your pet is vocalizing differently, especially if this is accompanied by other signs of pain, such as difficulty moving or changes in appetite, it is important to consult a veterinarian. Early diagnosis can prevent more serious situations from developing. Finally, patience and observation are essential. Each animal has its own way of communicating and understanding. Whether excessive vocalization is a temporary behavior or a sign of a more serious problem can make all the difference in your pet's health and happiness. With attention and care, it is possible to help your friend find a balance and a way of expressing themselves that does not compromise their well-being. Destructive behavior. When a pet begins to display destructive behavior, such as scratching, biting or destroying objects in the house, it is a sign that something is not right. This type of behavior can be a way of expressing anxiety or boredom. Animals, especially dogs and cats, need physical and mental stimulation, and the lack of it can lead to this behavior. It is important to observe which objects are being destroyed, and when this happens, it may happen that the animal feels bored due to the monotonous routine. especially if it spends a lot of time alone. In this case, it is essential to include games and activities that stimulate the pet's mind and body. Interactive toys, frequent walks, or even obedience training can be great ways to channel this energy in a positive way. In addition to boredom, destruction can also be a response to changes in the family environment, such as the arrival of a new family member, whether human or animal. These changes can generate insecurity and, consequently, lead the pet to look for ways to deal with the new situation. Observing the context in which destructive behavior occurs is essential to understanding its causes. Another aspect is the possibility that the animal is trying to get the owner's attention. If, when destroying an object, the pet receives a reaction, even if negative, the pet may understand that this is a form of interaction. Therefore, it is important to reinforce positive behaviors and avoid rewarding destructive actions with attention, as this can perpetuate the problem. Finally, if the destructive behavior persists, it is recommended to seek help from a professional, such as a veterinarian or a trainer. They can offer specific guidance and strategies to resolve the situation effectively, ensuring the pet's well-being and harmony in the home. Searching for hiding places. Searching for hiding places can be a common behavior in pets, but when it becomes excessive, it is a sign that the animal may be feeling insecure or stressed. Dogs and cats, for example, instinctively look for places to take refuge when they feel threatened. This need to hide can be a response to loud noises, changes in routine, or even conflicts in the environment. It is important to observe where the animal likes to hide. If the animal takes refuge in unusual places or spends a lot of time under the bed or behind furniture, this may indicate that the animal does not feel comfortable in the environment. Creating a safe and quiet space can help minimize this need, giving the animal a place where it feels protected and at ease. In addition, this search can be a way to avoid interactions that the pet considers stressful. If there are frequent visitors or other animals in the house, for example, the pet may feel overwhelmed and look for a hiding place. Providing moments of calm and ensuring that the animal has a space of its own can make all the difference. Owners should also be aware of changes in their pet's behavior. If your pet has started hiding more than usual, this could be a sign that something is wrong, either with their health or their emotional state. Observing other changes in behavior, such as lack of appetite or vocalizations, can help you better understand the situation. If the search for hiding places becomes more intense and becomes a concern, it is advisable to consult a veterinarian. Professionals can provide a more accurate diagnosis and suggest strategies to help your pet feel safer and more confident in their home environment. Hygiene problems. When a pet begins to show hygiene problems, such as not bathing or having difficulty grooming itself, this can be an indication of physical or emotional discomfort. Animals usually groom themselves instinctively, and if they are not doing so, it is a sign that something is not right. This behavior can be the result of stress, pain, or even depression. A lack of grooming can be especially evident in long coats, where knots and dirt can accumulate. This not only causes discomfort to the animal, but can also lead to skin problems and infections. Therefore, it is important that owners pay attention to these changes and regularly brush their pets, in addition to ensuring adequate baths. In some cases, difficulty grooming can be caused by mobility problems. Older animals or those with health problems may have difficulty reaching certain areas of the body. In these cases, owners should adapt their grooming routine, helping the animal with grooming and, if necessary, consulting a veterinarian to assess the situation. Grooming is also related to the animal's emotional state. If your pet is stressed or anxious, they may not feel like taking care of themselves. Providing a calm, safe environment and positive interactions can help your pet start taking care of themselves again. Play and affection can be great ways to reverse this situation. If poor hygiene persists, it is essential to seek professional advice. A veterinarian can help identify possible underlying causes and offer solutions to improve your pet's quality of life. Taking care of your pet's health and well-being is essential to ensuring that they live a happy and healthy life. Muscle tension and posture. When observing an animal's posture, it is important to pay attention to signs that may indicate discomfort. A pet that is constantly hunched over or has a rigid spine may be in pain. This rigidity can be a reflection of stress, injuries, or even more serious health problems. Therefore, it is essential that owners are aware of this issue and, if necessary, seek help from a veterinarian. In addition to posture, muscle tension can also manifest itself in other ways. An animal that usually sits in a corner with tense muscles may be trying to avoid a situation that makes it anxious. These behaviors should not be ignored, as they can evolve and cause bigger problems over time. Careful observation can help identify the causes of stress and allow for more effective interventions. Another aspect to consider is the way the animal moves. If it appears hesitant when walking or seems to have difficulty getting up, this may be a sign that something is not right. These behaviors are often accompanied by changes in the way the animal interacts with its owners and the environment around it, reflecting an altered emotional state. Muscular tension can often be the result of past experiences, such as trauma or prolonged stressful situations. For example, an animal that has already experienced a traumatic event may overreact to stimuli that remind it of that experience. It is essential that guardians create a safe and welcoming environment, allowing the animal to feel comfortable expressing its emotions. Finally, if the pet shows signs of muscular tension and poor posture, it is essential to seek professional guidance. A veterinarian can perform a thorough evaluation and recommend treatments or therapies that help the animal feel better. Dealing with these signs early can prevent future complications and ensure the well-being of the animal. Muscle tension and posture. When observing an animal's posture, it is important to pay attention to signs that may indicate discomfort. A pet that is constantly hunched over or has a rigid spine may be in pain. This rigidity can be a reflection of stress, injuries, or even more serious health problems. Therefore, it is essential that owners are aware of this issue and, if necessary, seek help from a veterinarian. In addition to posture, muscle tension can also manifest itself in other ways. An animal that usually sits in a corner with tense muscles may be trying to avoid a situation that makes it anxious. These behaviors should not be ignored, as they can evolve and cause bigger problems over time. Careful observation can help identify the causes of stress and allow for more effective interventions. Another aspect to consider is the way the animal moves. If it appears hesitant when walking or seems to have difficulty getting up, this may be a sign that something is not right. These behaviors are often accompanied by changes in the way the animal interacts with its owners and the environment around it, reflecting an altered emotional state. Muscular tension can often be the result of past experiences, such as trauma or prolonged stressful situations. For example, an animal that has already experienced a traumatic event may overreact to stimuli that remind it of that experience. It is essential that guardians create a safe and welcoming environment, allowing the animal to feel comfortable expressing its emotions. Finally, if the pet shows signs of muscular tension and poor posture, it is essential to seek professional guidance. A veterinarian can perform a thorough evaluation and recommend treatments or therapies that help the animal feel better. Dealing with these signs early can prevent future complications and ensure the well-being of the animal. Physical changes in a pet can be a clear indication that something is wrong. One of the most obvious signs is hair loss, which can occur due to stress, changes in diet, or health problems. It is essential to observe the animal's coat, as it can reflect not only its physical state, but also its emotional state. Skin problems, such as excessive itching or irritation, are also common in animals that are experiencing stress. Stress can often lead to the development of dermatitis or other skin conditions, which can cause discomfort and further aggravate the situation. It is important that owners pay attention to these changes and seek veterinary attention if they notice anything different. In addition, the general condition of the pet's body can change. Stressed animals may experience weight loss or excessive gain, depending on how they react to the situation. A dog that was previously active and playful may become apathetic, while another may start eating excessively as a way of dealing with anxiety. These behaviors are signs that the animal needs attention. Oral health can also be affected by stress. Some animals may develop dental problems, such as bad breath or difficulty chewing. If they are feeling anxious or uncomfortable, oral hygiene should be a constant concern, and any changes in this area should be evaluated by a professional. Finally, it is essential that owners understand that physical changes are often linked to the animal's emotional well-being. Providing a safe environment with familiar routines and moments of affection can help minimize the impacts of stress and promote the pet's overall health. And, of course, regular visits to the veterinarian are essential to ensure that all of the animal's needs are met. Now that you know the 10 signs of stress in your pet, it's time to take action. Remember, your four-legged friend's emotional health is just as important as their physical health. Pay attention to every detail and every behavior. Have you noticed any signs that you weren't aware of before? What can you do to help your pet feel safer and more relaxed? Creating a calm environment is essential. How about preparing a special corner for your pet? A comfortable and safe space can make all the difference. And don't forget the importance of routine. It brings security. If you notice that your pet is stressed, talk to a veterinarian. They can offer valuable tips and even treatments that help your friend recover. Share your experiences in the comments. What do you do when your pet shows stress? Your story can help other owners deal with this situation. And if you found these tips useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more incredible content about the world of animals. Together, we will ensure that our pets have a happy and healthy life.